So the big difference that we're seeing between the bubble now and the bubble in 2008, I'm almost hesitant to even call today's market a bubble, but is lending practices. Back in 2006, you were seeing lower lending requirements, 0 to no down payments, not as strong as borrowers, as well as addressable rate mortgage was the primary mortgage that was being handed out to everybody. Compared to 2020's housing bubble, you're seeing a much more qualified buyer with a higher credit score, much more in savings, much higher deposit, as well as restricting lending requirements at a fixed rate. So all this is supporting the facts that the 2020 borrower is a much stronger borrower, which is supporting the strong housing market compared to 2006 with the balloon payments that caused the ultimate collapse. So that all was because of poor lending practices. That's what caused the 2006 bubble mainly, and it's just because the adjustable rate mortgages, it would start off at one payment, but after a year or two, it would balloon to an astronomical payment where people couldn't afford the housing payments, not to mention the loss of a lot of jobs during that time, and people losing their jobs, mortgage rates going up, foreclosures galore. It just caused a domino effect that caused the entire collapse of the kind of financial lending market. But that's also why you see a lot of the new lending regulations and laws and equal fair housing that were put in place between that bubble and this bubble that you want to call it. Inventory is still down, terribly low. Spring has sprung, inventory has not, unfortunately. Inventory is still very, very, very low. You're still seeing multiple offers, and you're still seeing due diligence fees, in the 5 figures. The most I've heard for a due diligence deposit has been in the 6 figures. So if you do not have a lot saved up in liquid cash, you probably want to save up more before entering this market. It is extremely competitive. Now, I can't speak for the nation as a whole, but for North Carolina at least, we do have projects, multi-million, some billion-dollar projects scheduled out for the next 3 to 5 years. So I can say North Carolina, Raleigh, the Triangle market is scheduled to have a strong next couple year market with no signs of decline in sight. Now, I'm not an economist, I can't predict the future, but I predict strong market for years to come. So if you do have the liquid cash available and you are a qualified buyer, the sooner you get in, the better off you'll be and the more appreciation and money that you will see in your pocket over the longevity of you owning that home. If you found this video helpful, please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe.